Hello and welcome. I wanted to do a bit of a simpler video today, but something that I think a lot of people out there could use. I just want to spend some time telling you some positive things. I would like to encourage you with some positive affirmations for yourself and just tell you happy things to think about in general. And while I'm doing that, I have an assortment of little triggers to help the relaxation along the way. I even have some kinetic sand to play with, which doesn't always go well for me, so we'll see how that goes. I know that there has been a lot going on in the world lately. There has been a pandemic with lockdowns, and it's been really scary. And there's a lot of unrest in the news right now. I know that a lot of us are feeling very, very hard for the people that are going through that. And it's hard not to. And I just want you to know that the fact that you are feeling very, very I apologize, there might be a good few edits in here because my cats just woke up and they've decided that they're going to make their own little noises around the place. So if it gets a little bit too loud for me to edit out, I'll have to just clip it. So I apologize in advance. But if they make any good noises, I'll leave it in. What I wanted to say is that the fact that you are worried about all the things that are going on in the world right now, that makes you a good person. That means that you're able to connect and empathize with other human beings. Being able to connect and empathize with other human beings is such a valuable thing to be able to do. And you've probably seen people who are unable to care about others. And they say things like, well, they shouldn't be poor. They should just do what I did and work hard and then they won't be poor. Why should I care about them? And it must be very sad to live life with such anger in your heart. So the most important thing to do is to hold on to that softness and hold on to that kindness and hold on to that ability to empathize with people, even if they're different from you, even if you can't understand what they're going through. At least you understand that we're all human and we're all just doing our best. We're all just doing our best. Even you. Even on the days where you feel like you can't really do anything. And the hardest thing to do is just to get up and do the things you gotta do. But you do it. You get up and you go to work, or you look after your pets if you have them. You look after your family if you have to. Even when it's so hard and you're so tired. And maybe some days you just want to sit there and you just want to take a break. And that's okay. you're still doing your best, even on the days where you feel like you can't do anything. Because you gotta look after yourself. You gotta look after yourself before you can look after anyone else. Look after number one. My cat is now digging through the bin. She's making crinkly noises, which are probably going to come out on here, but you know what? It's good ASMR. She's helping make ASMR. In fact, my cat is a very good example of just needing to take a day. Sometimes she just gets in a bad mood. And I have multiple cats, and sometimes she's just fed up with the other cats. She's in a bad mood. She doesn't want to play with them. All she wants to do is come sit with me, just the two of us, and curl up in my lap and watch TV. I call those Yeti Days because her name is Yeti Burrs. And every once in a while she needs a Yeti Day. And after she's had her Yeti Day, she's in a great mood. She's her old self again. She doesn't mind hanging out with the other cats. She's happy to play and share space with them. But I think what we can learn from her is sometimes we all need a Yeti Day. Sometimes we just need to go rest and recuperate, retreat to a space by ourselves or with a trusted person or pet. Just chill. Just take some space away from the rest of the world, just for a little while, to recharge your energy back. And I think if my cat is smart enough to know when she needs to do that, then I should be able to do that too. I should be able to allow myself to have a Yeti Day. And I think you should be able to allow yourself to do that too. Do you want to take a Yeti Day? Maybe watch ASMR videos and shut out the whole rest of the world. It's not selfish to shut out the rest of the world. Maybe by the definition of selfish, it might be, but it's a necessary kind of selfish, isn't it? I think. Because if you don't look after yourself, then you can't pour from an empty cup. That's how the saying goes, isn't it? You have to make sure your cup is full so that you can give to others. So it's okay to make sure that your cup is full. It's important to make sure that your cup is full. So never ever feel guilty for making sure that your cup is full. And I'm proud of you. I know that I might not know you, but I know that you're a human being out there in the big crazy world. And the fact that you are existing at this moment in time means that you're doing your best. And I'm proud of you. Are you proud of you? Because you should be proud of you. You should spend some time thinking about what you've done today that you're proud of. And I don't want to hear you say nothing. Because that's really annoying, isn't it? When you ask somebody to say, what's good about you? And they say, nothing. It's kind of like, what exactly do you do with that? So, I want you to actually answer the question, what do you like about yourself? I like some things about myself. I like that I'm good at taking care of my cats. I think I'm pretty fun to be around most of the time. I have a weird sense of humor that I think is just like the best ever. Maybe you like that you make a mean slice of French toast. I don't know why I started thinking about French toast right now, but I did, and now I am really hungry for French toast. Maybe you're really good at making hamburger helper. And you say, oh, it's just stuff from a box. But it's still a thing, isn't it? Still a thing. And definitely, if you have pets, never underestimate the power of being a person who takes care of animals. Because I read a saying, and I don't know who to attribute it to, unfortunately. But if you do know who to attribute it to, please let me know. And it said, your pets are a part of your world, but you are their whole world. And that's a really important task to take on. If you think about it, if you do take on that task and you never give up, how awesome are you? Seriously, just look at yourself and go, I am an amazing person. I am my pet's whole world. Isn't that wonderful? Good for you. And I'll be fair. Maybe you're in a spot where you don't really want to think about good things about yourself. I've been there. Sometimes it is really hard. But there's a lot of things to think about in this world that are so happy. Baby animals are just amazing, aren't they? I went to a wildlife park in October last year, and they had baby cheetahs that had just been born, and I saw them, and they were so cute. They had a little nest with their mom, and was really up close, right up close to the fence, and you could just watch them climbing all over their mom, and climbing over her back, and Mom was pretty chill for a while, and I stood there too long, and she sat up and she looked at me. Not an angry look, just a watching look. And I said, okay, Mom, I will stop staring at you and I will let you go back to your babies now. But they are so, so, so cute. And another thing that is beautiful in the world is different types of weather. You know, some people like really sunny weather, and some people don't like it when it's too warm. Some people love the snow, and some people find it really stressful when it snows. And me, I kind of like a little bit of everything. I like it when it's warm. I find it, oh my gosh, that actually smells like minty chocolate. What was I talking? Oh yes, I like it when it's warm. It's really relaxing when it's rainy and you can hear the raindrops pelting off your window. Even storms have a sort of beauty to them. And we live in this world where we can experience all these things. Nature in all its glory. And we can go outside and soak up the rays when it's sunny. and we can stay inside and put on slipper socks and drink hot cocoa and watch TV when it's cold out. And I think that's a pretty great world to live in. And the sand smelling like minty chocolate has reminded me of another beautiful thing about the world. Good smells. You might be one of those people who loves the smell of cut grass, or maybe like the smell of flowers, or cologne that reminds you of somebody, or perfume that reminds you of somebody. The smell of lemonade, the smell of a really good meal cooking, and it's just about ready to eat. And that's a good one because everybody has a different favorite meal that they would love to eat right now. And you're getting that meal in front of you and you look at it and you're just like, this is when life gets really good. That is another great thing about living in this world. What else smells good? Certain soaps. Like you go to somebody's house and they use a certain brand of soap, and then every time you smell that soap you think about that person. And shampoos, when somebody uses a really nice shampoo and they turn their head and you just get a whiff of that smell. Yeah, lavender is one of my favorite smells. Like lavender and cut grass. And I love the smell of pizza cooking, but like when you go to one of those pizza places, there's a place near me and they have a big wood-fired oven and they cook the pizzas in there, and my goodness, even just walking past there, smelling the pizza is so good. Pizza. Most people like pizza, so that's a pretty universal happy thought. No, most people can't agree on what goes on a pizza. I'll tell you a secret. I like pineapples on my pizza. I know, but I think it's really good. Maybe you agree with me, and maybe you don't. If you agree with me that pineapple is awesome on a pizza, leave a yellow heart in the comments. Yellow for pineapple. And if you disagree with me, leave a purple heart in the comments. I was trying to think of the opposite of yellow, and I'm not sure there is an opposite of yellow. So purple if you hate pineapple, and yellow if you love it on a pizza, like me. Another thing in the world to be really happy about is the daytime and the nighttime. And some people are more awake during the day, and some people are more awake during the night. I love the night. I think it's so beautiful. I love the moon and the stars and just the overall, a lot of people are at home cozy in their houses, and it has a different smell. I think because there's less cars driving around and you can start to smell the trees and everything, and it smells cooler. And warm days have a warm smell and cooler days have a cooler smell. And night has a night smell. And night makes me so happy. Or maybe night makes you happy, or maybe the middle of the day with the sun beaming down, people out and about all around, there's activity going on, everyone's living your life and you're a part of this world that's going on and never ending. Maybe that's your favorite. But that's another good thing about existing in this world. And even if you don't think you do, you add something to this wonderful world that we all live in. even if you don't think you do. You add something just by being in it. Isn't that wonderful? And you might not even know what effect you've had on people in the world. Maybe when you went shopping, you smiled at someone and said, "Thank you very much." And that person had been having a terrible day up until that point. But just the simple act of having someone smile at them made them feel so much better. And you did that. And you have that power to spread a smile wherever you go. All you have to do is choose to do it. Isn't that wonderful? I think it is. Anyway, I hope that you have enjoyed this little journey into positivity with me. And I hope that some part of it has put a smile on your face in the middle of everything that's going on. And remember that it's okay to take a break for you. It's okay to feel overwhelmed and feel that you need to pull back for a little while. The world will still be there after you've had your break, and you'll be better equipped for moving around in it. I hope that you have a wonderful rest of your morning, day, afternoon, or night. If you enjoyed this video, I would be so grateful if you left a thumbs up, and if you want to see more content like this, please subscribe and leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you thought, and if you have any suggestions for future videos that you'd like to see, leave me a comment and let me know, and I'll take everything into consideration.